class. Today, we're going to learn about a descriptive text. Can anyone tell me what a descriptive text is?
I think it is a text that describes something.
That's correct. A descriptive text is a text that used to describe a person, place, object, or even in detail so the reader can imagine it clearly. Now, why do you think a descriptive text is important?
Maybe it helps readers imagine something better.
Exactly. It helps reader visualize what is being described. A descriptive text has two purposes. First, to provide detailed information about the subject being described, and, as you've already said, to help a reader understand or imagine the subject through words. Let's move on to the structure. Does anyone know the structure of a descriptive text?
Is it introduction and lead notes?
Close. It's divided into two parts, identification and description. Thank you for the answer. For identification, it is part when you introduce the subject of the text. What do you want to describe? While description, it is part that provides information about its characteristics and features. If we're describing a part, for example, for identification might be, a park near my house is a peaceful place. So the reader knows what they want to describe. Oh, the writer wants to describe a park. Now, can someone continue the sentence with description?
It has a tree, colorful flowers, and small liquid dogs.
Great, that's a great example of description. Let's talk about language features of a descriptive text. First, descriptive text use adjective. Can you give me an example of adjective?
That's beautiful,
Colorful,
calm.
colorful, calm, yes. Words like beautiful, colorful, calm are adjective. Second, it uses specific noun. For example, instead of you saying flower, you could say sunflower or rose. It helps you make a descriptive text easier. It's so many kind of flower, right? It's too general. So instead of you describing flower, you could describe a kind of flower itself. Sunflower or rose, for example. Third, it uses simple present tense because a descriptive text describes what they are. And lastly, it uses figurative language. Like metaphor, for example, like the sky is as blue as the ocean. So the reader can imagine how the sky looks like, what the color of the sky looks like, that the writer wants to describe on the text. Okay, are you with me, guys?
Yes, please.
Okay, for make sure, let's practice. Can someone make a sentence which include adjective and specific noun? Yes, please.
The garden has doors and windows.
Wow, that's a beautiful sentence. Thank you. So, any questions so far, guys?
Yes. Do we have to use a lot of adjectives?
Not necessarily, but make sure the adjectives that you use are precise or relevant with the object. For example, if you want to describe a garden, you could say, a garden is full of vibrant flowers, tall trees, and a calm pond. Adjectives like vibrant, tall, and calm are enough to give a clear picture without being excessive.
Miss,
Yes.
what happens if we use too many adjectives?
If there are too many, the text can become hard to read or feel overwhelming. So choose the word that is essential to describe the object. For example, the garden is full of vibrant, fresh, colorful, fragrant flowers. Can you see the difference? That using too many adjectives can make text less effective, right?
Oh, I see. So it is better to choose only the important ones.
Yes, exactly. So focus on words that help reader visualize the object clearly. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, miss. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. That's a good question. Now, let me give you a short descriptive text to analyze. Can someone read this text for me, please?
Me.
Okay, please.
My favorite place. The library and my school is my favorite place to study.
Okay, thank you. I totally understand. Thank you. Now let's analyze this text, guys. Can you mention which is identification in the text?
The library at my school is my favorite place to study.
Great. Now how about description?
Description is all the sentence after identification.
Good job. So this whole text after identification is description. That's good. Now let's move on to the language features, guys. Can you identify the adjective in the text?
Yes, it means like quiet, large, comfortable, and cozy.
Good. Thank you. And last, specific noun.
Bookshelf, windows, chair, and coffee.
Perfect. So please remember, guys, a descriptive text is a text that you use to describe a person, place, object, or even in detail so the reader can imagine it clearly. It has two structures. They are identification and description. And there are four language features. What is that?
Adjective, specific noun, simple present tense, and figurative language.
Perfect. I think you have all done a wonderful job understanding a descriptive text today, guys. Thank you. I'm grateful.